Hello and welcome to White Glove Reviews. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a classic Swiss Army knife. This is the Swiss Army Knife Explorer. And this is a Victorinox knife. And one of the really neat things about this knife that I like, and I always kind of thought was cool about it, is you get a magnifying glass with it. The magnifying glass is actually pretty good. And you probably can't see that so well on the camera. But you do get a magnifying glass, and it's kind of neat. I mean, it's a neat feature to have on a Swiss Army knife. It was one of the reasons I upgraded to the Cybertool Lite, is you get a magnifying glass with it as well. And this knife is the normal 91mm size Swiss Army knife, the traditional size you would expect. In addition to the extra cool magnifying glass, you get a Phillips head screwdriver. You get the usual can opener / small screwdriver, the bottle opener / large screwdriver, and highly questionable wire stripper. You get scissors, which is, they actually turn out to be surprisingly useful. You get the usual scissors and the small Swiss Army knife blade, which measures almost 1.5 inches, and is, at least primarily for me, used to open boxes. You get the large Swiss Army knife blade, which, as with all Swiss Army knives, is super sharp and is just a hair under 2.5 inches. I think the technical specs have it at 2.45 inches. So you have that. And then on the back, you have the corkscrew, which in all the Swiss Army knives I've had, I've never used a corkscrew. You have the carrying hook, which they consider, I think, a multi-purpose hook or something like that. And you have the reamer / awl. Oops. There you go. You have the reamer / awl. And you have this, by the way, I've mentioned this before, but it's worth mentioning again. This part right here is very sharp. So, you know, be careful with that if you're using it. I managed to cut myself pretty good with it. And then you get the standard tweezers and toothpick. So, it's kind of a nifty knife. And I mean, it's one of the, it's a, what would be considered a classic, I guess, Swiss Army knife. All the information should be popping up for this right over there. Or maybe it's already popped up. Anyway, so it's not a super expensive knife. I mean, it runs, I want to say $35 to $45, something like that range. I'll include a link in the description if you want to check it out. And it's not a bad knife, and there's also versions of it that have different scales. Like, there's different decorative scales, and I think there's a Boy Scouts and an Eagle Scout version of the scales. So you have some options there if you want to, you know, get a specific knife. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Do y'all like the magnifying glass? Is it as neat as I think it is? I kind of think it's pretty neat. Is there a better knife? Is there a knife that y'all like better? Is there a knife I should check out? Let me know. And if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And I hope y'all have an excellent day.